Hello everyone, I'm super excited to be playing this game today. So I was shopping around on the eShop sale and I saw this game which looks really interesting. It looks spooky, it looks really cool with its story, and I'm excited to play it. I think it came out in 2017, so it's quite old now, but I'm excited to play. Right. Hey, wanna hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Hero song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. You remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I hear she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is? Nope, she just disappeared. Just up and poofed from the library. Ooh. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there. But then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that, so he checked in on her. But when he did... An arm! Spooky arm! The only thing left was her arm. It's bad that it had her really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her arm. A scar? Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There was a scar like that on Miki's leg too. Huh? Miki? Wait, that's... the girl who went missing? Yeah. That's crazy. Maybe that rumor is true. The one about this cursed scar? Cut it out, you're scaring me. Ooh, cursed scar. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gone in later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. Ooh. Creepy man creeping on some schoolgirls. Darkness. Thunder rumbles in the distance. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange, I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs, my ears are buzzing. Oh, my head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist. I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But all I find is a business card. In elegant printed letters is a name. 𝒫𝓁𝑒𝒶𝓈𝑒 spirit healer. Oh, on the back is a photo of a mansion. I guess this must be 𝒾𝓀𝑒 Mansion then. 𝒾𝓀𝑒 Mansion. 𝒫𝓁𝑒𝒶𝓈𝑒. Those names sound familiar somehow. On my way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. What's on your wrist? The dog bite mark. It's a strange scar. When did that? I could just be imagining this, but I feel an icy chill when I look at it. Ooh, icy chill. Come in. My fist pounds on the door, no reply. A light appears in the second floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knock. Maybe they've got a ring doorbell and can see you. Modern things. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocks. No point in staying outside. I'll just go in. I'll apologise to the owner later. Well, you know what they say. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than permission. Terrible saying. Just walk into this weird house. Late at night. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything in here. It's dead silent except from the constant ticking of a clock's seconds hand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they've soundproofed this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. A staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk towards it, cutting across the hall. Just walk in, make yourself at home? Their ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look to where it's coming from. Oh, pretty. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Ignore them, talk to them, approach them. So yeah, this game has lots of branches and lots of ways to end it early, let's say, and ways to get through. I will approach them. Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over. Trepidation is slowing my steps. Pretty. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least it seems that way to me. It doesn't look like she's even breathing. A corpse? Great, I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? Back away or touch her? Touch her. Touch the weird girl. With a shaking hand, I slowly reach out and touch her skin. Stroke her face. I'm not sure what I expect, but it feels unnatural somehow. Stiff and cold. I press down on her arm and she makes a strange sound I heard earlier. Now it makes sense. She's a doll. A doll's joints creak when they're moved. That's what makes the noise. What a relief, if disappointing. But what moved them to make you hear that first noise? Are you not suspicious about that? To me, that's really weird. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. Bing bong, bing bong. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making the sound. Approach it, ignore it, or wait. Approach it! Keep going towards it. The noise guides me over. It's an antique grandfather clock. The noise is definitely coming from here. I reach towards the glass to check inside. All of a sudden, it stops chiming. Silence descends, broken only by ticking. I guess it's fixed now, but the timing was a little too spot on. Was it really a coincidence? All these strange occurrences make me uneasy, but I continue on to the room with the light. Weird. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. I try again, several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. It's dark inside. Strange. I definitely saw lights on in here when I was outside. Wafting through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it? Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe. It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor under my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with the sweet smell. I know the scent. The metal tang. Ooh. Lightning flashes and I catch a glimpse of something. The startling, grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is in here. Stare at it or look away? Stare right at it! Ooh. It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. Ooh. It's pretty but disgusting at the same time. Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrench my gaze away, horrified. But the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm gonna throw up. Stormy day. Ooh. Ah, that's good. Someone's come and cleaned up. In the next instance, the lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body is gone, leaving only a stain. Ugh, good that they cleaned up, you know. They've got to get something good for that stain removal, though. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream, at least. I'd really much prefer it if it was. But the faint smell that remains, and the bloodstain crushes any hope I had of that. Okay, weird house you're in. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape this whole bizarre situation. Oh, at least the lights are on now. It's always better in a horror thing when lights turn on. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on in here as well. I decide to have another look. All the furnishings in here are old enough to be antiques. They match this old-fashioned mansion. A large doll sits on a couch. There must be the figure I saw in the dark. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flowers, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. Welcome to 𝒾𝓀𝓂𝓒e Mansion. She blinked. The doll moved. It spoke. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one when I found the corpse. Up until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now, a doll is talking to me. Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words are eloquent and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. Because she's a doll. She slowly folds her hands together. I swear I can read. So she can move too. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I'm called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see my master, 𝒫𝓁𝓂𝓂𝓒𝑒, was unable to escape from the mark then. 𝒫𝓁𝓂𝓂𝓒𝑒, doesn't she mean that corpse? Does she mean that corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? Oh, I just realised that the background of that is really creepy. It's like hands and eyes and... Oh, I don't like the background. She must be talking about this weird scar. Did 𝒫𝓁𝓂𝓂𝓒𝑒 invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master, but I would like to ask you one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question than I would been expecting. It's... dot dot dot. I break out into a sweat. My throat is drying up. Why? Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It is also likely you'll find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. She's probably right. Better to have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. So tempted to call you hollow, nameless being. Enter the protagonist's last name, up to 10 letters. Last name. Should we just keep it as the default? Can't think of like a decent name to call. So we'll just keep it as default. Yep, that's fine. Same with the first name. Okay. Kazuo. Kazuo? Yeah, we'll just keep it as default. No point. Ooh, character creation. Oh, I love character creation. Oh. Hold on. How do you... No. I wanna... What? I don't understand what the buttons are to change. Can you not change? Oh, duh. I'm so dumb. So you can either have glasses and beard, or just glasses. I don't like the fuzz, but... or none. It looks too girly with none. I think I'm going glasses and beard. Maybe that's just my type. I'm Kuzo Yashiki. Understood, Lord Yashiki. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. Oh, the creepy screen. It is the seal of death. Those who have it will die soon. You do not believe me? I'm certain this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it to be irrefutably true. So the main character, the way he speaks is easier to read than the way that this person speaks. It's just a weird choice of words. I guess because she's like elegant and all. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I'm afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death, all the while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. It's one of my worst fears. Memory loss? That can't be. That'll mean that I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord Yashiki, you will die this very dawn. Dun dun dun! Dramatic music. If there was some death mark. Good to know. What an awesome opening. My memory skipped forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned in what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know... Oh, at least I cleaned up the stain. I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. I must have fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that, I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. It doesn't make sense, way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? It might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. Is she gonna be there? Oh, she is. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a doll gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Lord Ashiki. Are you feeling better now? Sort of? Had a nice sleep? Wonderful. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I'd like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only two paths. The first is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything after all? There's some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you would grab hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. See, it's just difficult sentences. What will you do? I guess it boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all of this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, then there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really all right with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? Well, are you? This is a life or death decision. I need to think about it carefully. Live or die. Deadly choice. You'll be faced with choices that can result in death. This is time limit. There is limited time and your soul power will continue to drain. Time's up or wrong answers will result in game over. So be quick but also careful in finding the right answer. Oh, I'm not good under pressure. Restoring soul power. Completing a deadly choice will restore some soul power. Accelerated dialogue. Dialogue will be sped up while pressing L, but certain dialogue cannot be sped up. Backlog. The plus button will display previous dialogue. Auto mode. The R button will activate auto mode. Hiding the dialogue window. You can hide the dialogue window by pressing X. Sounds good. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death or struggle against the mark? Ooh, soul power. Wait or struggle? Soul power. Oh, fight the mark. Not gonna wait for death. Ooh, safe. Wait for death sounds like is like survived. Is a trip straight to game over, I reckon. I decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Ishiki. Then I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish from me. Can she walk? Or she just kind of sat there? I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. But I don't have a moment to lose. Come in. A knock comes from the front door. Who'd come here this late at night? Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that the other mark bearers have arrived. It is instinct that she knows these things. Is it instinct that she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll and all. I beg your pardon, Lord Yoshiki. I do not apologize, but could you go greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll, such as myself, welcomes them. Moreover, while I'm able to move my arms, I am unable to walk. That answers my question. I move to the front door to greet our guests, people fated to die like me. I wonder what they're like. Who I find at the door are not who I'd expect to see out this late at night. A high schooler and a small boy. These kids have the mark, no way. We came to see Professor Kujo. Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I am here in the mansion. I'm her disciple, a relative, her boyfriend. So this isn't a live or die one, so whatever you say is kind of fine. But what? Her disciple, a relative, her boyfriend? I don't want to lie, so I guess those are too personal. So I guess it's her disciple? Huh? Okay. She's got so much spiritual power, it's no surprise she has disciples. She seems to know Saijo Kujo. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge occult fan. I'm Watanabe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote in Oop Art Monthly. Opart? Oopart? She pulls an occult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says that the scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Kujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Mo lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I'm even blanking on my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think this scar's doing it? The article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. And a high schooler fell for it? You must feel embarrassed about that. But Tsukasa, weren't you hanging around in front of the mansion's gate? Fess up, your scar scares you. Tsukasa seems to have no resort to that. He silently sulks. So emo. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I bet bringing them over to meet Mary. Mo shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's a doll, yeah? I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring her when... Welcome to Kujo Mansion. What? It spoke! With that, the two new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world that hovers on the precipice of death. Mary tells Mo and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss and their imminent death. It sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains validity coming from someone like her. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believe Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Mo admitted as much earlier, but I can see I don't know, I can't say his name. Tsukasa's face darken. so it must be happening to him too. Hey Mo, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark may be a curse from Hanahiko. Hanahiko? The name is familiar to me. He is the ghost the resident children of this town whisper about, correct? My master was interested in him. So 𝒫𝓁𝑒𝒶𝓈𝑒 was curious too? Could be connected to the mark somehow? I'd like to hear more about the ghosts. As you wish, Lord Yoshika. Then I shall tell you the rumours of Hanako. Chapter 1. Hanako. I think I'm going to end the first episode here on a lovely cliffhanger so that you can check the next episode to hear about chapter 1 and all about Hanako. So thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Bye!